Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're watching, listening, viewing, looking at this. Oh yeah. Touching Tips with your host, Mr. Les J. Zamalik III. I'm going to do a lot of pointing, get used to it. So what we're going to do today is discuss the IPA version 1. The original version. It's not actually the original version. The version that came popular in the 90s. The West Coast style of IPA there. I am drinking a Tin Roof Roadhouse. And I'm drinking it because it was what I was looking for. I've had this before. I don't remember what it tastes like. We'll find out together. I've got a couple glasses. Number one, this first one here is an IPA glass. This is an obscure-ass glass. Not a lot of people use it. Number two is a glass you should never use to drink a beer out of. It's a pint glass. It's a bullshit fucking glass. Use anything else. Use your shoe. Your shoe's better. This is a bullshit glass. Fucking hate this glass. Never serve a beer cold in a cold glass because that's also bullshit. So what are we going to use? We're going to use the tulip glass. It's the best glass for most beer. Versatile. You get the nose, all that shit. It's good stuff. Why should you not use a pint glass? Because it's just not a good glass. You should never serve a beer completely, cold in a frozen mug. That is an old relic of the past. When you serve a beer in a frozen glass, typically one that looks like this or that shape, it's not going to be as cool as this one. It's the only reason I have it. It's cool to me. Look, I don't know, it's nice looking fucking glass. Anyway, if it's frozen, the mug, your first sip numbs your taste buds, and then you're not getting the taste of the beer anyways. What's the fucking point of that? Now, you should also always drink a beer out of a glass. Do I always do that? No. But you should, because it unlocks certain flavors. It also lessens the carbonation, and that's better for your stomach on the long run. But again, not everybody's going to drink a beer out of a glass. Some people act like glasses are too fancy. Those people are called ridiculous. So the IPA, the original backstory of the non-90s IPA, of the 1890s IPA probably, was that they put a bunch of hops in it to ship it over to India. That's why it's called an Indian Pale Ale. And that story's bullshit. That's not what they did. I think at the time that they were shipping it over to India, it was a Muslim country and drinking alcohol was banned. But I might be wrong with that about that. It could have still. I feel like it was under British control, but with Muslim laws. But I didn't. The story's bullshit. Anyways, it's a great marketing tool. Well, I gotta load it up on hops and send it on this ship. Beer is volatile, and so boats, the ocean, it's gonna fuck it up. It is, because it likes to stay in one temperature and not move. That's what beer likes. And so shipping it overseas, that is not a possibility. There we go. Here's my beer. Now, I feel like they are lying to me about this being a West Coast IPA, because I cannot see through this son of a bitch. And you're supposed to be able to see a West Coast style IPA. You should see through it like you can see through a Pilsner. It shouldn't be that thick. So I guess they're pretending it's a West Coast because it has a little bite to it. A lot of the IPAs nowadays do have zero bitterness, which to me, that's just a pale ale. I do have a term problem with people calling these hazy, because this is almost hazy. These hazy IPAs, referring to them as IPAs. They're pale ales. You want to call it a pale ale? I have less of a problem with that. That's not going to sell. So, but you know, it is what it is. So, there's your unmaster class on IPA. Did you learn anything? Probably not. Drink from a glass. Don't drink it frozen. Don't drink it from this. This also came into the bartending lexicon because of a marketing and sales pitch. A lot of the bullshit implements that go on in a bar is because someone was smarter than the other person they were selling it to. That's basically how it all happened. And this beer is okay. It's not great or bad. You know, somewhere fair to middling. I can drink it. It's not what I was wanting, but such is life. Even a bad beer is still a beer, you know. Still drink it. All right, guys, that's it. Next time I post, and God knows when that'll be, we'll discuss the hazy IPAs, a beer that you and your grandma can both enjoy. Cheers, guys. Tip well, tip often.